Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. 3 cultures joined to memorialize the remains of World War II combatants.
And things are not so cheery at Cheers Bar in Garapan. Another robbery reported.
Also tonight, the big beautiful bill empowers national cuts in Medicaid. How does this affect the CNMI?
And in sports, at the Pacific Mini Games in Palau, the boys of CNMI Beach Volleyball are on the verge of the finals.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Can somebody please help me judge this chicken?
Juicy, seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the hair.
Now, who you think made this?
I don't know who cooked it, but they know how to cook.
Boom! Oh, McDonald's! Yes!
Are you serious? You don't like Mickey D's? Okay.
Guess what? I got something special for y'all. Double dip!
Cause that nods mean people who love McCrispy strips.
How you feeling now? Yeah.
Caught in 4K.
McCrispy strips, man, from Mickey D's. They here for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lala West. You know, hole number 13, it's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but you know, we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
Now flying between Saipan and Rota, Micronesian Air Connections makes island travel safe, comfortable, and easy. Our Cessna Grand Caravan seats 9, offering comfort, space, and panoramic window views. With modern safety tech and experienced pilots, your 40-minute flight is as smooth as it is scenic. Whether you're heading to Rota for a serene escape or back to Saipan for business or family, Micronesian Air Connections is the connection. Book online today at flymax.com. Fly local, fly smart, fly Micronesian Air.
I love Mariana's coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on July the 7th from our studios high up on Capitol Hill.
It's been 80 years since the end of World War II. With war came death of the Japanese, American, and local people in the CNMI. A group dedicated to recovering the remains say their operations are brought to a halt, but the memorial service continues. The 6th annual Joint Memorial Service commenced this morning at Aqua Resort, Saipan. Organized by Kuentai, a nonprofit organization working to recover remains from World War II and returning them to their respective homeland. Kuentai Secretary General shares the significance of today.
On July 7, 1944, at least 4,311 Japanese and 406 American soldiers died here in a single night as a result of a Japanese suicide charge known as the Banzai attack. In other words, this very day, July 7th, was probably the most people died in a single day in Saipan's history.
Prayers are shared from 3 different religions: the Shinto priest, Buddhist priest, and the Roman Catholic Diocese of Chalancanoa.
May this memorial bring comfort to those who still carry the way of sorrow and strengthen our shared commitment for peace.
Cuenta USA chairman says we stand on the very grounds of the mass grave where 163 Japanese soldiers were recovered in 2011 and 2012. Digging has stopped for now. No work has been done since before the pandemic.
I'm a Shinto priest too, but I would work and picking up so many Japanese soldiers at this island from 800 we take it. But more and more. But no permission for this island like now. Why, I don't know.
800 soldiers from Saipan were recovered, but Kurata says there is still many more. Without approval for permits, the Cuentai group are not able to continue their work. Mayor Ramon Camacho emphasizes the importance of keeping and strengthening our relationship with the Japanese people.
As the mayor for this municipality, I will continue to support and cooperate with our Japanese partner and local leaders to continue this important mission to recover the war remains and to promote the Japanese travel and invest into the CNMI.
From Osaka, Japan, the Shinto priest says he strives for peace in the CNMI and the rest of the world.
I think we don't forget the terrible history in here, and we became a good friend. So I would like to show this case to for instance, Ukraine, Russian people or the Middle East people. Even nowadays they fight each other. We will have a possibility to become a oneness or become a good friend. And that's why I came here.
Things are not so cheery for the Cheers bar in Garapan. For the second time in the month of June, they have reported being the victim of robbery. In Judge Joseph Camacho's courtroom this morning, defendant Newton Tmarsal, along with his court-appointed attorney, pleads to be released on bail and into supervised custodial care. Mr. Tmarsal is accused of robbing the Cheers bar in Garapan on June the 11th. The police say that surveillance footage revealed that the defendant entered the bar 4 times between 2:51 a.m. and 5:46 a.m., carrying separate bags of apparent contraband. The owner claims to have had $2,000 in cash stolen, as well as an iPad and assorted alcoholic beverages. Police identified Tmarsal as the person in the video. This reported robbery took place at Cheers Bar just 5 days prior to the robbery allegedly committed by the Qasim twins on June the 16th. The judge has denied the request for bail and the defendant remains in custody. A preliminary hearing is set for July the 16th.
One of the biggest and plushest hotels on Saipan is back in business today and hoping for a good summer. Kensington Hotel opens their doors today after almost a month-long closure following the pause of Jeju and T-Way flights in the month of June. As guests check into the hotel, restaurant and pool staff get ready for the day. Restaurant staff say they were not open for lunch today but are preparing to resume operations for their dinner service. Lifeguards say a couple examples of pool maintenance completed during the closure was broken tiles fixed and new paint to the walls. Front desk staff say that over 30 guests are checked in and they have been looking forward to getting back to work.
Last week, the Republican-led Congress passed what the president called as his big, beautiful bill. What do some of the changes to Medicaid in the new bill mean for the Northern Mariana Islands? We have reaction tonight from Delegate Kimberlyn King Hines, who is a non-voting member of the U.S. Congress.
And the one thing that I do know, and now having been in this office for a short period of time, is that today we have this rule. Next year, you know what I mean, coming up to a midterm election, you're going to have a whole new other set of rules before these new rules are even implemented. And then what typically happens, right, when you have a Republican president and a Republican majority in the beginning of the term, right, there's a turnover where now you're going to have a Democrat House and then a Republican president. And then guess what happens again with regards to, you know what I mean, these rules. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, my job is to make sure that I'm focused on what impacts the CNMI, and I just stay on top of it.
The bill could also mean some changes for those who receive benefits from federal health care coverage. It's estimated that over 20,000 people currently qualify for Medicaid. It's a major source of funding for the health care system in the CNMI.
Well, I think, you know what I mean, that you should be looking for work. My problem is that there isn't enough work, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's my concern. And so, you know, we're going to have to track this and see what the impact is, right? Because if our economy is the way it is, and there are no places to go find work, that's going to be problematic.
Galvin Sablon de Leon Guerrero, an independent, has thrown his hat into the ring early in the political season in order to make a 2026 challenge for the delegate position.
As much as I commend its efforts to stimulate economic growth, on this special day of Independence Day and Liberation Day, I keep thinking of how it limits the freedoms of so many people. The cuts to health care, the cuts to food assistance, the cuts to education are going to hurt the people that are already hurting the most, especially here in the CNMI. We stand to lose a lot. So I'm hopeful that, you know, we can make changes in the future so that we're no longer left behind.
Coming up, Papua Beach gets a proper cleaning with a little help from our friends.
And who won the Liberation Day float contest? One hint, Taga.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Heat stroke is one of the leading causes of non-crash, vehicle-related fatalities among children. Vehicle heat stroke occurs when a child is left in a hot vehicle, allowing for the child's temperature to rise in a quick and deadly manner. In today's fast-paced world and with our busy schedules, we often tell ourselves that we would never leave our child in the back seat of the car, yet it can still happen. Take action if you notice a child alone in a car. Protecting children is everyone's business. Even in cooler temperatures, your vehicle can heat up to dangerous temperatures very quickly. Keep your vehicle locked and keep your keys out of reach. Make it a habit to look before you lock and avoid putting children at risk of heat stroke. Help us prevent hot car deaths in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands Department of Public Safety.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. May the 4th be with you. Tinian floats to victory at the Liberation Day Parade. The prize for Best Float at Liberation Day Parade was $5,000, but pride was the real prize for the winners from Tinian.
Viva Morales! Happy Independence Day!
The Tinian float, with its twin chief tagas, one a statue and one statuesque, its Sali bird, its guma, representing woven heritage, and with its aromatic roasting guaca, was a fan favorite and a judge's favorite as well. Second place was the office of the mayor of Rota, with its whole roasting lechon.
Half a day!
From the beautiful island of Rota.
Yeah.
Friendly island of Rota.
Rota is beautiful, like this float.
Rota, of course. Rota love you, Rota care for you. Viva Mariana.
And third place went to the Young Guns Motorcycle Club with their praying mantis-looking motorcycle woven with the leaves of palm.
What is this incredible motorcycle?
It is a chopper. It's a motorcycle. It's a Harley Davidson.
And did you hand sew that?
Yes, as a club, we all helped weave and build this beautiful bike.
That was so cool. It's a beach so nice, we say it twice. Students from Tanapag Middle School traded books for bags and dove into a beach cleanup at a local favorite. Our Chris Nelson reports from Pau Pau.
It wasn't just a day at the beach, it was a lesson in stewardship. A number of students and teachers from Tanapag Middle School's summer program spent a morning picking up trash along Pau Pau Beach's shoreline and barbecue Pala Pala areas.
We are doing environmental week, and the kids learned about the pollution, reduce, reuse, recycle, and they learned about the different types of natural disasters. And we wanted to end things off with a school, with a field trip where the kids can help with our environment by doing the beach cleanup.
The event was part of an environmental awareness unit aimed at teaching students about the impact of litter on Saipan's marine life and coral reefs. The students good-naturedly filled a couple of trash bags, leaving the beach cleaner, but these teachers and students say it wasn't too bad to begin with. You can thank Parks and Rec for that.
Keep our beach clean.
Yes.
Are you surprised at how much stuff is here to clean up? Not really, because our beach up here north is like always clean. So it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Teachers say hands-on activities like these help connect classroom lessons to real-world action and build a stronger sense of responsibility for protecting the island's natural resources, and parents are part of that mix as well.
A parent did tell me that this beach is their happy place, and yeah, they're happy that we're at least cleaning this beach up.
From the north, thank you to the students and the teachers.
The Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation breaks ground on what will be a new magnetic resonance imaging facility. The symbolic gesture of groundbreaking is enacted by hospital staff and dignitaries, a first step towards the construction of a new health facility on the grounds of CHCC. Dr. Jesse Tudela, Chief Operations Officer, Support Services for CHCC.
Today we're going to have the groundbreaking of our MRI facility, which will house the MRI machine as well as a hyperbaric chamber.
Magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, uses magnetic fields and radio waves to produce detailed pictures of the body's organs and tissues, helping with accurate diagnoses of medical conditions.
This construction and donation funded by the Hemsley Charitable Trust, Leona and Harry Hemsley. The construction cost for this build-up is $2.8 million.
Today, if a patient needs an MRI diagnosis, he or she would need to go through the ordeal of obtaining a medical referral and then traveling great distances to obtain the procedure.
In the CNMI, there's been data shown that about approximately 100 patients require off-island MRI diagnostic tests yearly, and this is related to majority sports related injuries, knee problems, for example, knee injuries. So at least now having it available here will at least improve our access to care as well as reduce off-island referral.
Saipan will soon have the opportunity to host MRI referrals from other islands and territories in the region, and more urgently, for those at home. Dr. Esther Muña.
This is a community project. It's not only for CHEC, because it will be available for our community, our outpatient providers, our private clinics. It'll be available for those that need it.
As well, the hyperbaric chamber is a specialized device that creates a high-pressure, high-oxygen environment that increases oxygen delivery to the body's tissues. It is most known to be used by scuba divers to treat decompression sickness, but that is not its only use.
We're hoping to treat also diabetic foot ulcers, so they could have improved healing process and better blood circulation.
Governor Arnold Palacios.
Today is more than just the start of a construction project. It is the beginning of a new chapter, a transformative chapter in healthcare for our people, for the people of the Commonwealth. You know, for far too long, and we all notice that our residents have had to go off island and to Guam or further, traveling sometimes thousands of miles to receive diagnostic imaging that many communities in the mainland are, taken for granted. The burden on our families, those travels, have been emotional, a lot of physical and financial stress for many of our people who have to go off island for diagnostics.
The project could take up to 2 years to complete, but in a time when most news seems to be bad news, here is something positive to look forward to.
Who's excited about having an MRI in our community? Yeah! What a momentous occasion to finally have one.
Summer means longer days, food festivals, and fun throughout the region. Tonight we head from the center of Saipan all the way to the north of Japan, where food and music both take center stage.
In Saipan, Liberation Day is a time to remember. It marks the day U.S. forces liberated the island from Japanese occupation in 1944. The celebration is patriotic, filled with parades, some fireworks usually, and ceremonies that honor the sacrifice and spirit of freedom. In Zenibako, Hokkaido, summer has a slightly different flavor. This small northern Japanese town marks the season with sizzling street food, music, and tradition. At the local Shinto shrine, the annual Natsu Matsuri Summer Festival draws families out with all the colors, smells, and sounds of a classic Japanese celebration. Festival favorites like okonomiyaki, yakisoba, and kushiyaki fill the air with rich, savory scents. For something lighter, cold cucumbers on sticks offer a refreshing break. Kids flock to the jump house and the fishing station, where someone's probably going home with a new goldfish or two. On stage, a lively big band has the crowd dancing well into the evening. Where Liberation Day honors the past, Zenibako's Shrine Festival embraces the present, celebrating the warmth of community, the rhythm of tradition, and the joy of summer itself. A couple of thousand miles apart, both festivals reveal something deeply human, the desire to come together to share a moment and to celebrate who we are. From remembrance to revelry, two different kinds of summer traditions, each telling a story worth sharing.
Coming up in sports, bump, set, spike. The world celebrates volleyball today as our NMI teams celebrate in Palau.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Dreams since like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes, they keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Men's beach volleyball is heating up as the Northern Mariana Islands dynamic duo, Logan Mister and Andrew Johnson, continue their push towards the podium. Tonight at 9 p.m. local time, they face off in the semifinals against French Polynesia, better known in the sports world as Tahiti. Our Chris Nelson has more.
We're feeling pretty good. This has probably been the most competitive games that we've played in for beach volleyball. There have been a lot of really good teams, especially compared to the Solomon Islands Pacific games. But we're feeling good going into the semifinals, and we're really looking forward to it.
We have not watched too much on Tahiti, but we have watched a little bit of video on them and have seen the teams that they've played. We're feeling pretty confident going into.
It's been a strong tournament so far for the NMI team, and if they win tonight, as many expect, they'll earn a shot at redemption. Their likely opponent, Australia. The Aussies handed NMI a loss earlier in pool play and also back in the Solomon Islands, and they are the defending gold medalists from the last Pacific Games. A rematch would be high stakes, high drama, and highly anticipated.
We just got to play our game. Last time we played, I feel like we both could have picked it up a little bit and done a couple things differently, and it could have turned the game around, but hopefully we get a second shot at that, and we'll see how it goes.
Andrew, what about for you? What do you when you critique? I know you video these games, and you're a real student of the finer points that are there in beach volleyball? When you look at the video of that game, what did you see?
Personally, watching Australia play their games before us, I saw a lot of big hits. I didn't see many shots. So I was, as a defender, expecting a very, very hard-driven ball to me. And I think the thought process of expecting that instead of being ready to pick up a shot kind of screwed me up. I was a little bit slow on defense that game. But now that we've played them, we've kind of got a feel for what they're like. And I think we'll change some stuff around to do better.
Australia is, after all, not just an island, it's a continent. They are the big boys on the block, but Logan and Andrew are rising to the moment and embracing the challenge.
I get the feeling for you guys that you love playing against competition like that. Is that the case, or how do you feel?
I totally think it's a good thing for the sport. I mean, it's helping keep the games really competitive, and everyone got to send their best team if they want to win. So I think that's great.
Win or lose, it's been a breakout tournament for Team NMI, but they are not done yet.
Today is World Volleyball Day, and for Team NMI, it was a chance to celebrate the sport they love with a day at the beach alongside the head of the volleyball world. The NMI women's indoor volleyball team wrapped up their tournament and marked World Volleyball Day with a well-earned break, enjoying the sun and sand in Palau alongside the head of the International Volleyball Federation. While they didn't bring home a medal, the experience was anything but a loss.
Our team, compared to all the other teams, I would say we're one of the shortest in height compared to the other teams. Samoa, Tahiti, Wallis and Futuna, Fiji, they're all much taller than us and jump higher, but our team played with heart and we never gave up. We always ran for a ball out of system. We never let the ball drop, so compared to all the other teams, we had to fight, and I'm proud of my teammates for fighting each game.
The men's team also continued their campaign, falling in straight sets to Wallis and Futuna. They have one more match to play this afternoon.
It's a very tough game. Very tough, mentally, physically. We saw things that I think none of us ever saw before in regards to volleyball. But, the guys were able to touch that ball, try and get it up as much as possible and use it. However, in the end, we lost that. So we are now seeded 6. And we'll be competing today against Newcal for the 5th and 6th spot. So Newcal is actually a pretty good team as well. They're second in their own pool as well. And we're looking forward to that match. We'll be expecting some really good plays. Yeah.
What's the level been like for competition there? Is it high level?
Why don't I have Amari talk about that, because he's the one on the court.
The level here is very high. The highest level most of us have played a lot, especially compared to the islands. A couple of professional players here, and just a great learning experience for all of our players, especially being one of the younger teams.
This year marks the first time in recent memory that the NMI has sent both indoor and beach volleyball teams to compete abroad, a major milestone for the program. For these athletes, it's not just about wins or losses, it's about growth, experience, and putting Northern Marianas volleyball on the map.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. After a rainy morning, CNMI, the National Weather Service, forecasts only a 20% chance of isolated showers for this evening, with low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of isolated rainfall, allowing us the opportunity to use our umbrellas to periodically block the rain rather than just the midday sun. High temperatures of 88 degrees and lows of around 79 degrees in the night. The sun will set at 6:52 p.m. and will rise precisely 11 hours later at 5:52 a.m. And I will see you, no, not at 5:52, but sometime after the alarm rings, in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We'll see you again on Wednesday.